Hey guys, how's it going? It is the real Randy Chavez coming at you with a Pokemon sales data video. Be advised, this whole thing is going to be totally NSFW, not safe for work, not safe for life, definitely not made for kids, but I also feel like if we are investing and looking for growth with Pokemon, kids aren't going to be looking at this shit anyway. So, this video is brought to you by LSD and Bud Light Platinum. So here we go. Before I get too schwonky, too swifty, Koga's there. This is the one that I purchased because I had E-Bucks. I had 242 E-Bucks, and I was like, it expires soon. Which one do I go for? So Koga's Ditto, first edition PSA 10. I've seen them sell for like $130, and I was like, all right, the 10 is going to be worth at least $400, like at least. So I saw one for $300. I think it was TCA Gaming, and I was just like, fucking buy. With E-Bucks, total came out to $83 for me. So I was like, fuck it, all right. So it was $300. That was the sale price. I only paid like 80 something. It was great. Shouldn't have done it because I'm still over leveraged. But Articuno first edition PSA 9. So there's two of them. One of them was a UK auction that sold for $305, and then another one was a US auction, sold for $280. I didn't look at the cards to see like, oh, this is good and this strong 9 versus weak 9. Assuming they're both the same, the auction for the UK, you're looking at about 8% higher if the auction. So UK sellers, ever since you guys, had the Brexit thing, which I totally support, by the way. Obviously, Independence Day, happy Independence Day for everyone. The thing that sucks right now is that your trade agreements with the rest of the world are just not up to par. They will get there, but right now you guys have to pay a huge fee to import items. So obviously anyone that is in the UK that collects these is going to want to pay for an item within the UK. They don't want to have to pay for it or else at $300 or the one in America that costs $280. Someone going to buy that in the UK, that would cost $280 plus an extra like $70. So it's insane. So yeah, the UK. If you're in the UK, your card is probably going to get about 8% higher than it would in the US. That's the trend that I've seen so far, and yeah, there's a couple of base set ones that I'm going to go over later. We've all been sleeping on base set, even me. So Dragonite first edition PSA 9. This is not the 600 that I saw the other day, but it is without that 600, the one that I went over with the other day. That was the one that the seller had used, an ad, support. When you list an item on eBay and they say like, okay, promote this item. He used that and it sold like within a day. This one obviously was not, but this one still would have been a record price point had the other one not been promoted. The top 4 bids were $400, $430, $435, and the winning bid was $440 for this card. Great card. And again, not a record price point. Or I guess I should make 2 categories. One, record price points for just normal auctions. Maybe 3. 1 record price point for PWCC auctions, and 1 record price point for items that have been promoted. Nidoran, male, base set, first edition PSA 10, sold for $86. I could have gotten this for $30 like a year ago. Incredible. Like, tripling your money is tripling your money. Whether you buy 10 of these at $35, like 2.5 times your money, or you buy a $250 card that's now $700. Like, it's insane. You can... Pidgey, first edition PSA 10. I remember 2 years ago when I was just waking up from an appendix surgery. My appendix almost exploded. I got it for like $34, something like that. It's $89. This one sold for most recently. Machop, first edition PSA 10. You could have got for $40 a year ago. Now it is worth $97 because that is the price point that we had reached in this Machop auction. We had a Latios Gold Star. Now, I think the most recent Latios Gold Star from PWCC sold for about $6,800. Again, that's something that everyone's going to go for because that is one of the biggest auctions that we've seen. And this one, the top 4 bids were $4,000, $5,000, $5,500, and the winning bid was $5,600. So with these, I don't know if I would consider this, I don't know if I would consider this a retrace, even though it is, because we saw it go up to 6,800, now down to 56. I think with cards this rare, there's just like data points. Like there's no like consistency with the sales. It's just whoever has money at that time, like had this been a few months ago, and we saw that 6,800 price point, I would have bid $6,000 on this. Obviously, I don't have that money right now because I over leveraged myself so badly. But yeah. So the outside of that, we have a Dark Ampharos Neo Destiny First Edition PSA 9, so $246, and a Dark Gengar. This record price point for this First Edition PSA 9. Now, just before I get to it, is only 80 PSA 10 copies. So it is something that, it's cool artwork. It's almost cartoony, the Dark Gengar. It's like, I don't know if anyone remembered Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, you had the Blue Eyes Black Dragon, just like, and then you had a Toon Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's just like, it's cute. This one's kind of like cute. It's Dark Gengar. It's from Neo Destiny set. Only 80 PSA 10 copies. Only 76 PSA 9 copies. So it's not that hard to grade, but it is. It's rare. And the 9, this record price point, $603. Goddamn. Dark Houndoom First Edition PSA 9, $416. Dark Scizor First Edition PSA 9, $281. Miracle Energy First Edition PSA 9, $140. This only has 47 PSA 10s and 72 PSA 9s, so this I think is pretty undervalued. I haven't seen a 10 for Miracle Energy in a while, so I'll let you know what I think that would be. Honestly, I think it should be minimum 420. But no, seriously, times 3, 140 to 420. Dark Gyarados pre-release PSA 9 sold for 52. I have mine up on my eBay store right now for 60. I think the minimum bid I have on there, like, you could offer 45, and I don't know if I take that. If you offer 50, I would take it. Even 49, like right now, like, honestly, because I'm a little. Offer me 48, I'll probably take it. Just be advised. I wouldn't be able to ship out till Monday though, because I definitely cannot drive. Like, driving is not a thing I can do right now. So moving past that, Gold Star Alakazam PSA 8 sold top 3 bids, $331, $395, and $400. But PSA 8 is the record price point for that card. For Alligator First Edition PSA 9, number 5. It's one from Neo Genesis that is harder to grade. It is rarer. It is not as common as the number 4 one. The number 5 is the one with better artwork, in my opinion, is all around better card. This one only had, it wasn't for auction. It was just like, okay, buy it now for $358. And had there been 2 pictures of it, front and back, I would have bought this. But there wasn't. There was just one picture of the front. Now, the seller did have a 100% rating, but this just, anything with one picture, I feel a little iffy about buying. I was like, okay, but the back is probably fucked up. Probably should be an 8, but it got a 9 because of reasons. Sometimes, even though PSA is really, really good, there's so many cards at the grade. Some are just bound to slip through. They're just like, and the people that are grading them are not getting paid a lot. So they're just like, okay, it's what it is. You don't know that, again, it's human error. So people could just be having a bad day. People could just be tired. People could just have, like, even if they're not having a bad, even if they love life, even if, like, they're married, they have 2 kids, they're raising a family, like, life is good for them, and they're just tired. They just, spend a lot of time at home, and just, wives ask for things, kids ask for things, and, maybe they have a newborn, and their kids just aren't sleeping, which means they're not sleeping, and they miss things. People are human. So, not that I'm angry not angry at PSA for giving that grade. I am slightly frustrated with the people that only put one picture up. I always put minimum 4 pictures for my cards. I always give it at a flat, a straight, and then the same thing for the back. Straight from the back, and then a flat for the back. So they get, and if there's anything wrong with the card, or anything that I think, like my, for example, my PSA 4 Trophy Kangaskhan, I'll tell them, like, listen, there is a crease on the back. You can't see it on the front. You can't see it from most angles on it. You have to look at it okay, there it is. Look at it from a certain angle. Like, I'll be completely transparent, and every seller should be wanting to do this. And so, yeah, I'm a little frustrated with some sellers that only, because I feel like you're just lying to people. You're hiding things from people, and again, that's just my take on it. You should have full transparency, because that's the way, like, if you don't have full transparency, that is a good way to get a negative rating on YouTube, on on eBay. Like that's a good way to say like, hey, this person didn't mention anything about it. I feel like I've been swindled. This isn't the right grade. This is always go above and beyond. You know, people that sell on eBay always go above and beyond and take extra care of everything you pack, even if it costs a little, even if it takes a little bit of your profit margin. Because that, like, for example, there's one company I ordered, you know, those shoe boxes from, the ones where you store the cards. They, again, I didn't care. I just wanted them. You know, I was like, okay, I'll just pick a random one. They have good ratings and decent price. And you know, I looked about for the rating first. I don't care paying a premium if I get a superior product, if I get someone that's reliable. That's why for SM Pratt, the one that he tends to charge a little bit of a premium for his cards, he does that because he's a professional. Everyone knows him. He ships like the next day or 2 days after. Like he's very, very quick, packed professionally. You know him. So yeah, you're going to pay a premium for his cards. I've done a couple deals with him. I got one of my trophy sets for the Victory Medal Pikachus. He had it listed for like $400. I was like, hey, like, do you want to get the relationship started? I'll buy it for $300. And this was years ago. And he said, yeah, sure, that's fine. Did I pay a premium for that? Yes, absolutely. But I knew it came from a reputable source. I knew there wouldn't be issues. If there was, it wouldn't be his fault. It would be with USPS. But yeah, those people that sold me the shoe boxes, they had sent me 2 orders. The first one, which came in late, which I didn't even care. Like, I wasn't like, I need these right now. But the second one, they came in like, hey, or no, they didn't ship me 2. They shipped me 1 order, but they said like, hey, this was backlogged. We didn't know it was backlogged. We thought we had inventory. We didn't. And I only ordered like 1 or 2, and they gave me like 6. Like, please accept these. And I gave them like the best rating I could. I was like, all right, all 5 stars. And I had to shorten it to 80 characters because that's all you're allowed to leave on eBay feedback. But again, I'm getting off topic. Take care of your people. That's all I'm saying. Misty's Gold Duck, first edition, BGS 9.5. Everything was a 9.5 except for the surface, which was a 10. A lot of times when we see things that are like a 9 or 9.5, the centering's a 10, everything else a little wonky. But no, everything was 9.5. The surface was a 10, so it was stellar. So for $2,400. Now this comes after what we saw yesterday. Yesterday what we saw was a Misty's Gold Duck First Edition PSA 10. Sell for $6,000. So that's over $6,000, $95. Yeah, that makes sense. Which hopefully now the 9s go up because they should. The 9s should be bare minimum $600. If I see any for $200 and below, I want to buy them. But again, I'm so over leveraged. I have to make another video after there's a Tesla versus Pokemon because, again, just letting you guys know, again, we're all about Pokemon, and I've mentioned in videos the Tesla versus Pokemon. I'd always said Pokemon grows faster than stocks, which most of the times they do. Tesla's a little bit of a different scenario, though, and again, I'll go over that in another video. If you guys want to watch, great. If not, no big deal. We had a Blaine's Arcanine. All right, so Blaine's Arcanine, I love. I have 5 of those. Those are my favorite cards. Maybe second favorite cards in the Gym Challenge set. This one's first edition PSA 10, sold for $2,500. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, shout out to Gust of Wind. Gust of Wind is a person on eBay, or I'm sorry, Instagram. He's selling a lot of his stuff. The current bid right now is $1,500 for that Blaine's Arcanine first edition PSA 10 that he has on Instagram. Again, Gust of Wind Pokemon or Gust of Wind. You'll find it. He has his profile picture is a picture of a Weedle. It's the actual Gust of Wind card. It's really cool. I'm going to bid $1,550 on it as soon as this video ends. That card that has been selling for like $1,800, criminally undervalued because there's only 131 of those PSA 10 copies, and I have 5. Okay, I have 5 of them. So there's only 126 PSA 10 copies, and I'm not selling. Like, it's not like my Misty's Gold Duck PSA 9s, which I have 2 of, or my Erica's Venusaurs, which I have 2 of, and like, I'll sell one. No, they're in my collection. I'm not selling until they're like $5,000 a pop, and I'll sell like 1 or 2 just to get my cost basis back. But yeah, these are definitely undervalued because they're Blaine's Charizard. We haven't seen a public sale. We've seen a couple at $3,500. I haven't seen a public sale past that. I'm sure there have been or private sales that have been more than that, because that's been going up like crazy. But again, that's just me. happy 4th of July. If you're still here. So also, I posted my last video on E4 because I said, like, hey, listen, on market discussion, because I don't want to make 40 different posts on price and market discussion. I make videos now. Like the reason I make videos is because I felt a little weird about posting like a couple times a week on price and market discussion, saying like, have you seen this price? Have you seen this price? So I can now go over what I love in detail as much as I want because it's my channel. And most people had positive feedback. There's a couple of people that are just like, hey, listen, like a couple of people that were a little jealous. That's like, hey, you listen, like everyone has a gimmick nowadays. It's like they're like freaking Falcon in Civil War. I was like, oh, Spider-Man, everyone's got a gimmick. No, it's just saying that people don't really care and people are just in it for the money. I do not make money on YouTube. I do not. I have 2 businesses, and those make me money. Stocks make me money. YouTube does not make me money. I lose money because I spend time that I could otherwise spend working just to go over the data, just writing it down and then going it over with everyone. And I don't edit my videos. I just, just speak into a camera and then, upload it. So, but yeah, I don't make any money from it. The reason why I have a Patreon down there is I only have like 1 video on Patreon. Like honestly, for Patreon, the only thing I would ask for is really just like, the cheapest thing, like $1 a month just to support the channel, just so that I feel like I'm making something. I feel like this is worth it. But I, honestly, even if you don't, that's okay. Because everything that I would discuss in Patreon, that most people would discuss in Patreon, I just do here. Just because I don't want to have to make another set of videos. Okay, this is for YouTube, and I'm not going to discuss this because that's Patreon material. I'll just put everything on here. If you want to support the channel, that's great. Support me. Like, again, I'm very over leveraged right now. That's great. I'll definitely appreciate it. But yeah, a couple people got really angry. They're just like, yeah, this is like, we don't like this. Like, yeah, obviously, if you don't like it, no one is telling you to force you to watch it. Just, like whatever. I got my first thumbs down video the other day after I posted that. I was like, oh, okay. I guess I should expect that. If I do make revenue from this, it would just go back into this. Like I would buy a camera or a laptop or something if I get. And I want to live stream with you guys too. I want to be able, I know a lot of you say like you really thoroughly enjoy and look forward to my videos, which means so much to me. It means that like I feel like I'm making a difference in people's lives. So I'm so pissed Jenna Marbles she left. I really like it would just go into this. I want to live stream a PWCC auction. Need 1,000 subscribers for that. Even if not 1,000 people watch my videos, as long I want to be able to do that for the people that really do watch. And again, I don't. If you have thousands of videos or thousands of watches per video, I think you make like a couple of dollars per 1,000, something like that. So it's not a lot, but any revenue I do make would go into this, making it better quality. I promise I will try not to be drunk and high the next time I do these. But yeah, you guys can always ask me anything. You can always say like, and if I don't answer, leave another comment, leave multiple comments on the most recent video. Ask me anything. I'll do my best to answer. I love you all, and happy 4th of July.